What's up, YouTube? We are back with another map video. So if you guys are ready for some border gore, you are in the correct place. So we're doing some EU4 this time. Next week we're going to get back to some more Imperator, but I really wanted to try this out. So what we've got here is I rebuilt the Eastern and Western Roman Empire. So they are two separate nations. They are both Roman. They have the same ideas. They are basically the exact, except for that the Western Roman Empire has about 3 times as much development just because of where the Western Roman Empire existed. But I was really curious what would happen if we put these here. And so what I want you guys to do before this video even starts, so right now, drop down into the comments below and guess which of these two nations is going to end up stronger in the long run. The Eastern Roman Empire or the Western Roman Empire. And hey, while you're there leaving a comment, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Click that like button. It takes 2 seconds. It really helps me. It helps to build the channel. So yeah, I'd appreciate that while you're leaving a comment on which of these two you think is going to be the better. So a couple quick things to note before we really get started with the video. The major colonizers all still do exist. You've got England up here in Pale and the Island of Man. You have got Portugal down here in Madeira, as well as the Azores. And you have Spain down here in Gran Canaria. I feel like that could actually be interesting, because I don't know how much colonizing the Roman Empire will be doing. So you can see a Roman Empire dominating Europe, and you could see the colonizers all move to the New World. So this is going to be really the areas we're focusing on today. I'll check out Asia a little bit every now and then, but I really want to focus on looking at what happens here. See if these two grow with each other or if they just batter each other down. With that, let's get started and see what's going to happen. Alright, so went a little fast there, so we slowed things down a little bit, so let's see what's going on. We got some growth going on in Europe. It looks like there's some expansion going on by the Roman Empire in Northern Africa. That is the Western Empire. The Eastern Empire has a lot of opportunity to expand eastward. They got a lot of opportunity with Karakorum, Ajam, while I feel like the Western Empire is going to be really hampered by the Holy Roman Empire, Hungary, Poland. There's a lot less space to expand there. They could go into Africa. That's always an opportunity. But sort of early game EU4, not all that much being done. I'm actually surprised that these two really haven't done much of anything. The Timurids just annexed. Ooh, we might get the Mughals. They just annexed Transylvania. If they can maintain that, that could be a buffer to the Eastern Roman Empire. It looks like we got Scotland up here unifying Italy, or not Italy, Ireland. So there's some stuff going on over there. Denmark is just took Norway. Anything going on over here? Not really. Do we have any colonization? There it is. Castile is in the West Indies. That's one of the things we're looking for. See if we can get the colonizers growing elsewhere. And I think that'd be really cool to see one of the colonizers reduced to these 1 to 2 province islands and end up being a powerhouse through their colonial holdings. Russia has gone revolutionary in 1550. That doesn't make sense to me, but sure, you do you, Russia. Ming has released Shun and released Wu, while Korea is just, oh, and there's you just popped out. Korea is just going ham over here, so we are going to see a Korean Asia, it looks like. The Eastern Roman Empire has expanded a little bit up here into Poland, as well as they've expanded, yeah, they ate a good chunk of Karakorum. The Western Roman Empire has not really done much, given, oh, there we go. They're taking North Africa, given that I really view them as the powerhouse going into this. New Castile, and they've got all of Cuba, so Spain is really, they got nothing in the old world, so that, what? Did Scotland beat the Western Roman Empire? What? How in the world did that happen? Scotland just gained territory from, that blows my mind. Sweden is growing. It looks like, yeah, we got more expansion here from the Eastern Roman Empire, but they are facing they're bordered with Timurids, who haven't formed anything. That's surprisingly. Ming is sort of having a slow Ming-splosion. Interesting. The Western Roman Empire lost more territory there. Austria just got bigger. I'm honestly shocked that they are just having New Netherlands. What? Oh, the Western Roman Empire is dealing with the Netherlands revolts. Interesting. Okay, and they lost territory to the Eastern Roman Empire. That was Western Roman. What? I did not see that coming. Literally, the Eastern Roman Empire had a third of the development of the Western Roman Empire. And I don't know if it's rebellions or whatnot, but those two are having trouble. That is bizarre. Georgia's looking good. That's awesome. Timurids, oh, that is beautiful. Although the fact that they're the same color as the Rassids is very confusing. Ming is trying to retain control of their territory, but Dai Viet is hurting them. Imago, that's awesome. Imago just taking Japan and Korea while Korea falls apart. Revolutionary Russia is just killing it. The Western Roman Empire is there. It looks like they're expanding a little bit here. The Eastern Roman Empire is sort of just in. Both the Roman Empires are actually really, really underwhelming. Scotland, well, I mean, not Scotland, the Netherlands. Dutch Louisiana, yeah, oh, that's the Netherlands. The Netherlands are going crazy. We got Portugal in Florida, and is that Alabama? I think that's Alabama. Who's this? Cuba. Cuba got their independence, which makes sense. I mean, Spain was never going to be able to hold that. Dutch Brazil, Brazilian Brazil. Isn't that just Brazil? That's awesome. Yeah, the Dutch are doing really good. I'm kind of just Roman Canada. Oh my goodness, that is everything that I want in life. Roman Canada is amazing. And wow, Europe is bland. Oh, we just had some rebellions in here in Tunisia. Yes, Tunisia's appearing. The Eastern Roman Empire lost a little bit of territory there. We've only got like 50 years left, and there has not. I was hoping maybe a major war between these two. Very little land change beside that little bit between the Eastern and Western Roman Empire. Now they got Tunisia as a buffer zone down here. Oh, wow. Delhi just ate China. In Korea does not exist in Korea anymore. Brazilian Australia, because that absolutely makes sense, that Brazil was just like, hey, let's also take Australia while we don't even own all of Brazil. Cuba's just decided Mexico is going to be ours. Illinois decided that they wanted everything and not just Illinois. And that is going to bring us to 1821. I do like that the Romans took a little bit here. Wow, I am shocked that nothing really happened here. Tunisia got eaten. Fatal exists. QQ still somewhat exists. Georgia, Timurids. Wow, I am honestly shocked at the way that some of this played out. Revolutionary Commonwealth. Russia is massive. Delhi might be like the winner of all of this. That is a fantastic little empire that they've got going on there. Oryat still exists. Karadel still exists. Alright, let's go take a look at some of these map modes. See, I don't think it's going to be nearly as exciting as I thought it would be. Alright, political. And that's where we already are. There we go. Protestant. So the New World is Protestant. What do we got? Catholic, which that's about what I expected. Orthodox, about what I expected with the Eastern and Western Roman Empires. Controlling where they did. Not much surprising there. Alright, I'm going to jump in and look at some of these nations. And, let's take a look at what we got here. So the Eastern Roman Empire is allied to Georgia and Wallachia. And the Western Roman Empire is allied to Revolutionary Brunswick. I cannot believe that we didn't get a major war. I mean, it might partially be. I apologize for these flags and the fact that they're just completely random. Might partially. I mean, those are some massive armies. 40,000, 50,000. Got some crazy, crazy armies going on. And so I guess that's gonna be it if you guys like this video, make sure to drop a like. And we'll be doing another one of these. As I said, if this video gets 20... Did I say 20 or 25? We'll do 20. If this video gets 20 likes, I will drop a second video next week. We're already planning on doing an Imperator Rome video next week. If this video gets 20 likes, we'll do another video next week. It's going to be in EU4. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a AI only time lapse just like this. But I'm going to have the United States existing. So what would happen if the United States existed and was already formed in 1444? What does that do to the colonizers? What does that do to the rest of the world? Does the United States colonize Europe? So if you guys want to see that, make sure to hit that like button. Thank you guys so much. It's been a lot of fun. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Wreath out.